So, back with another video. This one I didn't really have a plan for. This is the hoodie I wear when I want to go paint and stuff, and I was working on another piece that I've been working on since February. So I figured I did give it a go, and I don't have the proper like fabric paints. I have fabric markers, but they're not that good. I don't like the how it like saturates into the um at least this material. It's kind of almost like a canvas almost. The paint was soaking into it, but I mean I don't care that I don't have the fabric paint. It's gonna get more paint on it anyways. But I've always liked the octopus and stuff. They're pretty cool. I don't know why I chose purple, but I kind of like the look of the purple. It's pretty cool. I think it turned out okay. Just use my acrylic paints. I think there's like a trick where you can add fabric softener to the paints, which I don't know how well that works. I'm not very good at painting on fabric. I'm getting into it. I made our dog passed away almost a month ago. She was 15, but I drew like a little memorial thing on a hat for my partner. But yeah, I don't know. Just used regular acrylic paints. I have cheap paintbrushes. I don't have expensive ones. I think the most expensive one is like a Artify detail brush, like the super fine detail brushes. Hopefully, this camera angle is a little better. I switched it a couple times. The lighting in my the room I'm in is not that good, and I don't have a ring light or proper lighting for studio space and recording and stuff. But I think it turned out okay. Definitely getting better at recording. I definitely have the bug for it because I've been wanting to film again. The painting that I've started in February, to go back to that, someone in my family passed away, and I started it, and then I got the bad news. So I've been struggling since February to finish it, and I think I added too much to it. It's part of my problem. I don't know when to stop when things are rendered, or yeah, I don't know. But this was just kind of to get me away from thinking about that painting. It's a Space Raven one that I mentioned a while ago. My first like YouTube short. I got a little sneak peek on it. Maybe I'll post like a 3-minute video on it or something. I got some feedback from my first YouTube video. I forget the person's name, but they had mentioned maybe do close-ups of the detail work and stuff. Which I did in this one, but I don't know how well it is. I kind of messed the background up towards the end of the video. I wasn't, there's already paint on it, so I didn't really care too much, but I wanted something behind. I guess I could have just done like a border or something, but yeah, you live and you learn. But this is more of a practice piece. This is my second owl I've made. When I was in the army, I think my first year there at my duty station, I did an octopus, but this one was definitely, I have improved in my artwork, and I don't know what it is here lately. I've just been wanting to create. I restored an old rusty wheelbarrow, so I've just been enjoying, using my hands, creating things. I love building things. The wheelbarrow was a bit of a struggle because I don't have the space nor the proper tools. I did have a wire brush to knock most of the rust off. We got it working. It's moving, so that was my main goal because we had 2 dogs. Our other one, Bonnie, she's half pit, half boxer, so she's massive. So we're using that mainly for keeping the yard cleaned up and sticks and stuff. It's a tiny one. It's an old one. There's no markings on it, but it's all metal. Even the handles are metal, and most of the ones you see nowadays are wooden. But I mean, it didn't cost too much to to do what I did with it, and it turned out okay, and it works. That's the main my main goal when it comes to trying to refurbish things. We'll see how long it lasts, but it's we can use it now, and definitely helps out with the yard work. Um, yeah, I'm having fun with this video editing. I wish I had more feedback on my videos. I know I like to speed things up, but most of the footage I have are like long durations. Um, and then of course I have to stop sometimes too because I have a 4-year-old running around and asking for ramen every 3 seconds. But um, yeah, no, it turned out okay. I think I should have probably added like spots and stuff. I just didn't want the because it was getting saturated with the acrylics. It's not that stiff, but like I said, I didn't have fabric paints and things like that. I enjoy customizing clothes and stuff. I guess you would call me like I don't a crafter slash artist slash I don't know what I would call myself. I know I'm not a professional, but I enjoy tinkering with things and creating things like sculpting. I did a mousse for my partner out of like paper mache and stuff. Again, didn't have the proper tools, but I made it work, and it turned out okay. Um, yeah, I don't know. My art has definitely gotten better over the years. Been painting more with acrylics. I want to say I got into acrylics in 2015. Wasn't more into watercolors, which I didn't really do too much with those, which I want to get back into because I have a whole bunch of Mgram paints and stuff that are just sitting in my little art bin. But um, I've recently just bought some markers from Walmart, trying to get back into that because growing up in school, I always had access to Sharpies, and Sharpies were like my first like sketching thing, and it was pretty cool. And then I got into the acrylics. Obviously, graphite has been in my life since school and since I started because everyone has access to those things. But yeah, this piece, don't really expect people to like it. I mean, I was bored. Also trying to take my mind off the Space Raven painting. Um, and this took me like maybe 5 hours. Probably would have taken less, but I kept getting interrupted. um, yeah, no, this is just the hoodie I wear when I paint. I had another one that was completely covered, but I'm not as skinny as I was when I was in the army, and I had to get a different one. Um, yeah, I wipe paint all over my clothes. Uh, my pants are loaded. My favorite pants too. I get a lot of comments when I go out in public, usually from the older generation. It's like, what else are you painting besides your pants? But yeah, I don't know. I don't care. I mean, definitely my favorite. They're comfy. I've had them for a while. I'm surprised with newer, stretchier materials. They're decent, but um, I couldn't really get the tentacles right on this one. I used the fabric markers to sketch, uh, but I messed up. You can see somewhere the lines where they shouldn't be. I tried covering it up with the background, but you see that towards the end of the video. I've had this purple paint for a while. I like using these deli cups to mix paint. I have a Stay Wet palette. I like using that because it's a smaller one. You should invest in one of the bigger Stay Wet palettes. They're pretty good. I can leave paint for almost 2 weeks and come back, and then they're still pretty good. Um, but these deli cups are nice too. Paint doesn't last as long. It starts to dry up in certain areas. Um, but if you know you're gonna go back to it within a couple of hours or a day or two, it's fine. But it is nice to mix. Um, I try using my palette knife. It's one of those plastic ones. I don't really like mixing paint unless it's on like an actual palette, but I just use the brush. Sometimes I use the back of the brush. Yeah, I don't know. Hopefully, the camera angle on here, like I said in the beginning of the video, my the lighting in the room's pretty bad. There's a lot of shadows and stuff, but hopefully it's visible and you can kind of see the image a little better. Like I said, I took some of the feedback from. It was only one person that commented, which is pretty cool. It's pretty awesome. Um, but I did like a close up. Um, the like suction cups on the octopus is quite hard for me to paint. I think I focused. I don't know. His eye was pretty hard, and the suction cups was the other thing. Um, yeah, no, no. I just had fun with this one. It definitely cleared my mind a bit. Um, yeah. Well, hopefully you guys enjoy. Trying to find dialogue for these types of videos. This one's longer than the first one I uploaded. I got a little better at editing and figuring out the software that I'm using. I've gotten better at it. I'm still not 100% on it, but I think this one probably turned out a little better than my first one, but it's still pretty good. I'm the space that I'm in is limited, unfortunately, but soon, hopefully soon, I'll have a bigger space so I can spread out and have better camera angles, better lighting, all that jazz. Yeah, I think I kind of like brushed over customizing things. I wanted to talk about like customizing things. I watch a lot of people customize shoes with Angelus paint. I don't know what good type of like fabric paints. I guess with the Angelus paints, you can always they have like mediums and stuff you can mix to use on any sort of fabric. I know that the leather paints too. Um, Different dyes and stuff. But I also like wanted to learn how to sew too, so that would be kind of fun. Maybe I could do a video about that. I don't know where I really want this channel to what focus on. I kind of mainly just wanted to focus on art and creating things, not necessarily just on canvas. Um, like I said, I like to tinker with things. I like building things. I like refurbishing things. So maybe, hopefully soon we'll have our space. And maybe I'll do a video on refurbishing furniture to add. I don't really like the cheap furniture you get. Much rather go to a yard sale, garage sale, thrift store, antique store, and try to find something that's solid. And the cool thing about those is that you could always refinish it. Yeah, I'm still like I said in the first video I uploaded. I'm getting better at color theory. I'm getting better at blending. Um, like the webs on this piece, I made it a little lighter, but somewhere in the video I make it darker so it blends a little better. I should have put like speckles or something because some octopus have those little kind of like stingrays where it's like raised, almost like coarser sandpaper. Um, but yeah, this piece turned out okay. I have to do a lot of voiceovers, so I during the editing video I have to cut out a lot of the background noise. I have dogs barking, toddler running around. But once I get my V9 SD card for my camera, I should be able to film a little better. And I want to get one of those external screens because I have a Canon Rebel T7. It doesn't have the flip out screen, nor can I add external mics. Everything's gonna have to be a voiceover, but it's not too bad. I want to get another like camera where I can hook my my little mic too. And then I want to, for a desktop, I want to get a better mic. If you guys have any suggestions on mics and outside of like the DSR, like the Canon, I know I was looking at I think it's DJI for like content creators. I wonder how well that works for artists. Um, it's not in my budget, but it's cheaper than. I wish I would have known that one about my T7. I guess if I got the T7i, it wouldn't be bad. Maybe in the future I'll upgrade, but it does its job for now. I recently get beginning of this year, I got into photography again. Always loved photography as well, and filmmaking too, which is interesting. I never thought that I would get into recording videos. Um, but I got the bug for it. I enjoy doing it. This is my second video within like 2 weeks. It's whether or not people are actually gonna engage or like or watch, but I really don't care about those things. Maybe engaging in the feedback and actually talking to people is pretty cool, but like the money, I'm just doing this because I love creating and I just wanted to share my art and see what other people think about it. Besides, family. Family's always going to tell you your art's good. I did a bunch of murals in the army. A battle buddy ratted me out in basic training, and they learned that I can paint. So from there on, that's all I did was murals for the company. But yeah, I don't know. It's pretty cool. I created a coin, which I still haven't received, and it's been 2 years. I think someone took it, didn't send it to me. But yeah, I don't know. This was a quick little painting on a shirt or a hoodie that I use in painting. Anyways, it was just a bit of practice, which it turned out pretty good. Yeah, I'll just let you. I mean, if I do get more people to watch and more people who engage, maybe I'll continue to upload. I probably won't do that many uploads, but I'll try. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. I'm gonna let you get back to the painting.